Well, I'm glad you can make it today to Pilates Yoga Fusion. To get started, let's put feet under hips, lift up through those legs, lift the hips up off the legs, lift the rib cage up off the waist, engage the core, roll the shoulder blades back, tilt the chin, lift the chin to get the back of the head over the back of the spine. Feel this posture, and then we're going to inhale, arms up. Let the belly expand, let the ribs expand. Exhale, engage the core, press the air out through that diaphragm. Inhale up, expand, expand, exhale, press that air out. One more time, inhale, let go of everything. Exhale, engage that core in. Let's do some standing roll downs as well as part of our warm up. So shoulders are back still, chest is open. Big inhale, drop the head back. Exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, down the leg as far as is comfortable. Now inhale, exhale at the top. Inhale, tilt the head back. Exhale, roll down. You probably won't be at what is your usual maximum. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach, because inhale, exhale. Of course, we're not very warm. Just working through the spine, working through the breath. One last time, look up to the sky. Exhale, roll down. We're going to stay all the way down. Roll, roll, roll. Step, put your hands on the mat. Step your feet back. We're going to be in our plank. Let's just warm up in our plank for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Coming onto our back. Let's start with a warm-up level single leg knee pull. So feet are flat on the mat, knees bent, palms flat on the mat. Tuck those shoulder blades under to open the chest. We're going to pull that knee into the chest. Bring the other knee in. Exhale as you pull that knee toward the chest. And this is a combination stretch and core warm up. As you lift that knee, press the belly button down to the spine, maintaining a neutral spine with that lower back. It might press a little down to the mat, but you're not pressing down with your belly button to flatten the spine. And if you'd like to take this up a level, head and shoulders up off the mat. Big lift with that knee hug, trying to get the knee and the chin all the way together if you can. Lift. And that lift is coming from pressing the core down rather than using the arms to lift the torso up. And if you want to make it even more, extend that bottom leg to hover, pulling that knee in. Exhale on the knee hug. Nice deep pull here. Really good. Lift that head and shoulders up a little higher off the mat if you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees, drop the head down to the mat, rock side to side. Coming back down flat on our back. This time you can take your thumbs and tuck them under your glutes if you'd like. We're going to do double leg raises. So those legs will stay together. Extend the legs, lift up, and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Try to keep those feet hovering above the mat if you can. Moving nice and slow in this. Pressing the belly button down, engaging the lower core to lift those legs into the air. Working with your breath. And if you'd like to increase the intensity of this a little bit, we're going to come into a half plow. So lift the legs up and over, slowly roll back down, articulate through the spine, come to hover. Legs up and over, slowly, slowly roll all the way down. Up and over, all the way down. So we're using a little momentum to get that up and over, but still a lot of strength and so much strength on the way down to control that roll through the spine. 4 more. 4. And 3. 2. Last one, up and over. Rest the legs on the mat. Extend the arms overhead. Big stretch, pencil stretch. You can kind of walk side to side to get even more of a stretch if you need it. Let's come back to that plank. We're going to be on our elbows. Clasp the hands, tuck. You can either be up on your knees or tuck your toes under. Up on your toes. We're going to walk to one side of the mat, back to the center. Walk to the other side of the mat, back to the center. So if you're on knees, same thing, walk, center, walk, center. Nice, tuck the toes, or whichever position you're taking. Keeping those glutes steady and level. Try not to pop them into the air. Keeping the hips square down to the mat, not opening them up to the side as we walk over. Left, center, right, center. Nice. Left, center, right, center. 2 more sets. Left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center. Drop the knees, take a little break in child's pose. Get ready for our second set. Will be a little bit different. All right, coming back to your plank position, knees or toes. We're going to lift that leg out to the right or step it out to the left, but trying to hover it over the mat. You can definitely rest the toe if you need to, but if you can keep that leg hovered, try to do that. Again, glutes not lifting into the air, hips staying square to the mat. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, push back to child's pose. Really nice. That one is a lot of work. Using those legs as weights, destabilizing your balance. Feel proud of yourself for that one. Coming into a clam shell. We're going to come onto the side. You can prop your head up, or you can extend your arm and use it as a pillow. Feet are in line with your glutes. Knees are forward, hip straight up and down. Use this top hand to keep the front hip pushed forward instead of letting it open to the back, and open that knee. Feet together, lifting that top knee, top hip pushed almost so that it feels like it's forward rather than straight up and down. Really strong work happening. And these little muscles on the side of the glute, they often get ignored in our day-to-day life. So it's really nice to give them a moment to build up their strength. Lift, lift, lift. Nice job. Lift, lift, lift. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg into the air, dip the knee, lift it up. So keeping the foot at about the same height in the sky, again, targeting the side of the glute, different set of muscles. You should really feel this. Dip the knee, keeping the foot even, and then lift the knee back up high. So the work comes in that lift, not really in that dip. Lift, lift, lift. Nice. Really good commitment. For 8, 7, top hand pushing that hip forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. That's a lot. Let's do some inner thigh work. Extend that top leg to the front, bottom foot flex, lift that bottom foot. So that front leg is all the way in front of you. Bottom leg, that heel is in line with your head. Try not to let the bottom leg come forward. Lifting that leg up. Lift, lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Roll over to the other side. Get set up for that clam shell. Heels in line with the glutes. Top hand pushing that hip forward. Lift, lift. If it is too easy, just move that hip forward even more. That is where the work comes. Lift, lift. And I was gonna say if it's too hard, let the hip move forward, but really, if it's too hard, you'll just have a lower range of motion. So try not to let your big gluteus maximus compensate against those little muscles that don't want to be activated. Keep that hip nice and forward. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, you feeling it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that top leg, dip the knee, foot stays in the same place. Dip the knee and lift it high. Nice, good elevation on that knee. Keep it high. That foot is staying hovering in the air, keeping that top hip pushed forward a little. and up, dip and up. Nice job. Dip and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, extend that top leg, extend the bottom leg, heel in line with the back of the head, flex the bottom foot, lift, 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 keeping that foot back, that leg back in line, not letting it come toward the front of the body to meet that top leg. Lift. Feel that inner thigh work. Lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling onto the back. We're going to keep with that clamshell, or now we're in a butterfly motion. Fingertips lightly touching the ears, our arms crossed over the chest. We're going to have our both legs open, lift one leg and reach the elbow up toward it. Other leg, reach. So the opposite side that you're reaching to, that leg stays open. We're doing a half butterfly or a single clamshell as we work on this crunch, this cross crunch. Reaching that elbow toward the knee, lifting head and shoulders up as high as we can. Nice kind of a traditional crunch movement here with the butterfly variation. Cross, 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 cross. For 8 and cross. 7 and cross. 6, cross. 5, cross. 4, cross. 3, cross. 2, cross. Last one, and cross. Hug those knees, rock side to side. Get a nice stretch on that lower back because we're about to do lower back work. So we want to go into it as limber as possible. And roll all the way over onto your belly. We're going to be doing some static hold Superwomans. So let's start with arms extended, legs extended. Plant the tops of the feet on the mat. And we're going to start by lifting the top half of our body. So you can start with your chin and head. If this is giving you work in your lower back, you can stay here. If not, you can try lifting one arm and then the other, holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chin down, lift those legs for 8, 7. Straight legs, lifting from the hip, feel those hip bones on the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs down, lift upper body again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those legs, knees up off the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, upper, lower, lift for 8, 7, upper body 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle your hips, get a little tension out of that body for the full body lift. You can just stick with upper body or lower body, or you can lift all the way up the mat. 2 sets of 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Push back into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Rock your hips side to side to get some tension out of that lower back. And coming up onto hands and knees, let's do some cat-cow. Drop the back, lift the chin, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more with your own breath. And really come all the way through the range of motion on your neck. Neutral spine, head in line with the spine. Tuck those toes under. Lift up into your down dog. Bend your right knee. Let your left heel float down toward the mat. And now bend the left knee, right heel down toward the mat. Both legs straight. Walk the hands back to the feet. Slowly roll up. Head last. Roll those shoulders back. Getting ready for our yoga portion. Standing in our Tadasana for 3 breaths. Open those palms to the front. Lift the chin, back of the head over the back of the spine. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. Transitioning to that yoga ujjayi, whisper breathing. Open your eyes, inhale those arms up. Exhale, swan dive and fold over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come back to this forward fold. Grab a yoga toe hold. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten them. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And this time we're going to keep those legs straight, holding this forward fold for 3 breaths. Letting your head be heavy, trying to fall down toward the mat. And let go of your toes. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step or jump your feet back into the plank. Big inhale here. Chaturanga, hug your elbows. You can drop to your knees or stay on your toes. Hug your elbows to your rib cage as you float down to hover over the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Roll through your shoulders to drop your head down between your arms. Inhale, your right leg up. Step it between your palms. Turn that left foot down to the mat. Rise up to your warrior one. Hips square to the front of the room. Pressing the outside edge of that back foot to the mat. Floating down on an exhale. Palms to heart center. Big inhale, exhale, open to warrior two. Hips are now facing the wall. Up next to you. Gaze over the front fingertips. Floating down toward the mat on an exhale. Inhale, flip that front hand up. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Looking up at the sky, reaching up with this top hand. That top arm is really active. Bottom fingers resting above or below your knee. Inhale and then exhale your way to an extended side angle. Bottom hand active. Top hand reaching. And with that top arm, inhale all the way back up to warrior two. Rotate to warrior one. Rotate those back toes, coming into our crescent lunge. Elbows away, knees, shoulders away from the ears. Knees strong, that front knee not collapsing. And reach forward. Bringing those fists on either side of the foot. Rest your torso on that front leg. Big stretch here in this runner's lunge. Pushing that back heel behind. Reaching forward with the top of the head. Palms flat to the mat. Step that right foot back into your plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Heels float down toward the mat. Rest here for 3 breaths. Inhale that left leg into the air. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rotate the right foot back to the mat. Warrior one, hips square to the front of the room. Pressing the outside edge of the right foot to the mat. Loading down on your exhale. Inhale, open to warrior two. Shoulders and hips facing the wall beside you. Gaze over the front fingers. Really press the outside edge of that right foot back behind you down into the mat. Lift that front hand up. Inhale, exhale to reverse your warrior. Strong top hand, gaze up at the ceiling. Loading down on your exhale. And now, extended side angle. Strong bottom hand, top hand reaching. Float down toward the mat on your exhale. Rising up, using this top arm to pull yourself up. Rise back up to warrior 2. Turn back to warrior 1. Now let those back toes come onto the mat, floating down, holding here in our crescent lunge, pressing that back heel back. And reach, reach, reach forward. Drape your chest over that extended thigh. Fists or flat palms on either side of that front foot. Still pushing the heel back, reaching forward with the top of the head. Nice big stretch here for that hip. And step that right foot back, that left foot back into our plank. Inhale up, exhale chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. See how different this down dog feels. Hopefully you're a little more stretched. It feels a little more natural. You can lift your booty up and behind you, increasing the stretch on the back of the legs. Coming forward, we're going to come to a tabletop position, all fours. Feet under, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And we're going to come into a bird dog balance. So lift that right arm, lift that left leg, not dropping the head. Head stays in line with the body. If you can, close your eyes. Keeping those hips steady, core engaged from below to support the lower back. Your spine is not collapsing. Reaching with that hand, pushing back with that foot, toes pointed. 4 breaths. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down, wiggle the hips a little. Reset, lifting up through those shoulders. You don't want to collapse down through the shoulders. Feel how lifted you are through the shoulders. And now left arm, right leg, stretching, reaching. Close your eyes if you'd like to challenge your balance a little. Continue to check in with your alignment. You can think about rotating the elbow of that supporting right arm to the outside. And 4 breaths. Bring that hand down, bring that knee down. Quick round of cat-cow to get a little tension out. Sitting back on your heels, we're going to come into a modified position on our knees. So standing up on our knees, extend that right foot, reach for those right toes, and now see if you can hinge that hip down to sit on the heel. So here we are in the stretch. Nice straight back. You can use this left hand for support on the mat if you'd like, or rest it on your leg. But hopefully starting up in that higher position helps you get a nice grip on that foot. Palms to the mat, sit back up, coming back to the knees. Extend the left foot this time. Reach forward with a flat back as long as you can. And now try to sit back with that hip onto that heel. If you're not able to reach your toes, that's fine. You can rest your hand on your leg. If you can reach your toes, try to walk your hand as far down your foot as you can. And now sitting back up, coming to kneeling, we're going to come into a camel. So tuck the toes under. Let's start with level 1, which is hands behind you in prayer or hands down your back, fingers pointing up, palms down, trying to keep your elbows as close together as you can, not letting them flare out to the side. Big inhale and let your head fall as far back as you can. Upper back bend, keeping your front abs engaged to protect your lower spine. You don't want to feel pressure there. You want to feel strength lifting up and over. And coming back up to neutral position. You can continue that position, or you can hold onto your heels for the full expression. Push those hips forward. Drop the head back. Again, upper back bend. Pushing the hips forward will protect your lower back. One more breath. And rise up. Nice. Back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Down dog. Walk your hands back toward your feet. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Let's do some balance work. Let's do our tree pose today. Palms together at heart center, pressing together. Lift up all the toes on your right foot, set them down, center the weight over all of the points of your right foot. Feel it on the ball of your foot, heel, toes, outside of the foot. And now that left leg can be on toes on the floor, leg below the knee, or weight above the knee. Opening up that knee. And if you're comfortable, you can extend your branches, bring your gaze up to the ceiling. One more breath. Palms together. Set that foot down, shake out the right leg, circle the ankle. Lift up the left toes, feel the weight, ball of the foot, outside of the foot, heel, and rotate through your foot. Make sure you feel every part of it in contact with the floor. And set your right leg in a comfortable position. And if you'd like, grow your branches. Try to gaze up at the ceiling. One more breath. Palms together, set that foot down, circle that right ankle. Let's come down to the mat for our Savasana. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Holding here, one last big stretch. Trying to let those heels float down toward the mat. Roll through the shoulders, drop the head, booty up and behind. Lifted, pressed back to increase the stretch on the back of the legs. And let's do one last child's pose to get a little bit of hip stretching in. Open the knees as wide as you can. Forehead down to the mat. Arms extended, fingers spread. See if you can open those knees even a little bit wider. And we're transitioning into our rest, so you can keep those arms extended, or you can stack those hands under your forehead, or just rest them in front of your head. Taking the effort out of those arms and shoulders, but keeping the stretch going for your inner thighs and hips. Couple more breaths here. Lift up your head, bring your knees into alignment, and then come all the way through. Lying on your back, palms to the sky, feet a comfortable hip distance apart. Walk your right shoulder down, walk your left shoulder down, long neck. Big inhale, and as you exhale, try to let go of all the tension in your body that you're holding on to. Inhale, raise your eyebrows as high as they'll go while keeping your eyes closed. And now exhale, relax them. Open your mouth as wide as you can on an inhale. And on the exhale, let your jaw relax. Don't bring your teeth all the way together. Let them stay a little apart. Inhale, open your hands, spread your fingers as wide as you can. Exhale, relax. And last one, spread your toes, extend them, reach those toes as far as they can reach. And on an exhale, let those toes relax. Roll over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow. Tuck your knees, tuck your feet in a fetal position. And press yourself up to a seated position, legs crossed, palms facing up, resting on your legs. Big inhale, exhale your right ear over to your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, head back to neutral. Bring your palms to heart center. Big inhale, sit up tall, tall, tall. Top of the head to the sky. Exhale, you can bring your palms to the center of your forehead. And if you'd like, join me in a bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today for Yoga Pilates. Have a great long weekend. Enjoy the